The full jury and one alternate have been selected in Donald Trump's hush money trial in New York. 5 more alternate jurors are needed, though. The judge has said opening arguments could start Monday. Yesterday, Trump spoke after court, flipping through pages of what he claimed were stories by legal experts, saying the case against him was, quote, ridiculous. CBS News campaign reporter and attorney Katrina Kaufman is joining us now with more on the trial. So, Katrina, yesterday things kind of hit a road bump before they even got started. They lost 2 jurors almost immediately, but it looks like they kind of made up for lost time. Did they change anything with the jury selection process to ensure that what happened with those 2 jurors doesn't happen moving forward, in that we lose more of them?
Nothing has changed with the process. They're still proceeding in the same way, but we have both replaced the 2 jurors that ended up being dismissed yesterday and, as you said, seated the entire jury in this case, plus 1 alternate. Today we're going to be going through another panel of 100 jurors because they still need 5 more alternate jurors for this case. But so far we have 7 men and 5 women on this jury who's going to be really making an assessment of this historic trial of former President Donald Trump.
And as you know, there's always multiple things going on at the same time. Prosecutors are arguing that Trump violated his gag order multiple times. And there's going to be a hearing about that next week. What's that about? Can you tell us what he's accused of doing?
Of course. So he already had been accused of violating the gag order 3 times. And then yesterday, the prosecutor said he's now done it 7 more times. And what he's doing is actually reposting. So he posted something that said that Michael Cohen is a serial perjurer. He also posted something that was really sort of defaming the jury. And both of these are not allowed under the gag order. He can't talk about potential jurors, witnesses, the prosecution team. And so we're going to have this hearing next week, and he could be receiving monetary fines. And the prosecution has also asked the judge to remind him that he can be jailed for this.
Okay, so the ideal sort of schedule is that opening arguments will be presented on Monday. Can you just remind us of, who we might be seeing testifying in this trial?
There is a cast of characters in this case. There's Stormy Daniels, the adult film star. Her real name is Stephanie Clifford, and she's the one that the alleged payoff was made to suppress a story about her affair that she says she had with Donald Trump. There's a former Playboy model, Karen McDougal. There's, of course, Trump's fixer and former attorney, Michael Cohen, David Pecker, the CEO of American Media, who was part of an alleged catch and kill scheme that involved the National Enquirer, which they own. But what I'd like to add also is there was an interesting exchange about the witnesses right at the end of the day yesterday. Because we're supposed to have opening arguments on Monday, Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, asked if he could have the names of the first 3 witnesses. And the prosecution said normally that is a courtesy they extend. But in this case, because of Trump's tweeting, because of these alleged gag order violations, they just don't feel comfortable handing over these names. And Trump's attorney really pleaded to the judge. He said, what if I can assure you that President Trump won't tweet about them? Or what if, we just won't give the names to Trump? And the judge said that he didn't think he could really make that representation and that he was not going to force the prosecution to hand over those names.
Wow, that's fascinating. Katrina Kaufman, thank you.